Okay, happy Thursday. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up, bringing those arms up and down. Hope you guys are staying safe and having a good day. We are almost to Friday. Whew. Get that full range of motion in with those arms. Really stretching that out. And then we'll go ahead and start swinging it left to right, maybe getting that little bit of that step in, maybe getting that neck stretch, bringing your head side to side. Just making sure you squeeze those shoulder blades as those arms come open. And then let's go ahead and bring our feet outside of our hips. We're going to bend it straight over, stretch out our hamstrings. Try and touch the floor. You should feel that pull in the back of your legs. And then we will bend the legs, bringing it down into that nice deep squat, hands up, using your elbows to push those knees out, opening up our hips. And then we will go ahead, bring our arms overhead. Let's stand it back up to repeat, bend it over, try and touch the floor. Keep those legs nice and straight to stretch out your hamstrings. And then let's go ahead, bend it down nice and low, hands up, push the knees out, open up those hips. Arms overhead, we have one more, let's bend it over, touch the toes. And then we will bring it down nice and low, hands up. This time we're gonna twist it to the right, bringing that right arm into the air. And then let's go ahead, bring it down, twist it to the left arm up. Go ahead, bring that down. Last time, push the knees out, open up the hips. And then we will go ahead and stand it on up. We're gonna come into that high plank, step those feet back, lower the hips down into that up dog. Maybe you take a nice deep inhale, looking up to the sky, stretch out the core. And then we'll go ahead, raise the hips up, right foot forward. And then go ahead, switch left foot, pulse out that hip flexor stretch. Go ahead, step that left foot back, high plank, lower the hips down, stretch out that core, look up to the sky. And then our hips are coming up, right foot forward. And then let's go ahead, bring that left foot. You just have one more, step that left foot back, lower those hips down, keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Gonna raise it on up. Last time, lead with that right foot. And then let's switch one final time, left foot. And then we're gonna go ahead, bring it back, and let's stand it on up. That is our warm up. We're gonna go ahead, get it started. We have 6 exercises today. I'm gonna go ahead and demo those 6 exercises. We will be starting with 2 overhead jacks. So starting with your feet together, hands by your chest. As you jump the feet out, hands come overhead. We're gonna do that twice. And then when we come back in, this time the hands are going straight in front of our chest 2 times, and then over, and then in front, just like that. Staying on your toes if you need to. Low impact. You're just gonna step it out to the side, and then step it out to the side again as you change those hands in those 2 directions. Then our second exercise, we are going to start with our hand on the ground. We are going to jump the feet back, lower the chest down, press it up, and then jump the feet out wide into that sprawl. When you come to that sprawl, hands should come up, eyes should look forward. Then you bring the hands down, eyes look down, jump the feet back, lower your chest to the floor, press it up, and then repeat for that burpee sprawl. Of course, low impact, you're just gonna step it back and then step it forward. And if you need that wrist-friendly version, again, use those fists. So then your knuckles should be what's coming down onto the floor rather than your palm. Third exercise, we have skip squats. Starting with our feet hip width, we're gonna bring it down to a squat. As we power it off, we're gonna lift off that inside leg to come skip it over, bring it down, and then you're just going back and forth. Does not have to be a super high jump when you skip it over. Then our fourth exercise, we have a half burpee. So hands down, jump the feet back. When you're in that high plank, you're gonna come into a spider crunch. So that right leg coming out to that right elbow, jump it up, hands down, back to that half burpee, and then you're taking that left knee to that left elbow. Fifth exercise, just like we did on Tuesday with that up down, we're gonna do something similar. So knees on the floor, sitting on your heels, you're gonna step up with one leg. That other leg is gonna come up to that waist level into that sprinter jump. So if this hurts your knees, you don't even have to come down all the way. You can just come into a reverse lunge and then come into that sprinter jump. But if your knees are okay and you have the padding for it, I want you to be on the floor, sitting on your heels as you step it up, making sure you get that little hop in at the end. And then our final exercise, we have hands on the ground. We're gonna inchworm it out till our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. Then we're gonna drop it down onto our forearms into an elbow plank, press it back up, and then walk it back in. But do not stand up. Hands should stay on the floor the entire time. And make sure as you come from your hands down to your forearms, you switch which arm you lead with. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with 2 overhead jacks to 2 of those front svend jacks. And again, if you need to, you can just step it out. If you have a super light weight, you can even hold that in your hands if you want a little bit more of that strength workout rather than just cardio. We have 3 rounds. Our first round will be 2 sets, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So we are gonna go ahead and get it started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Overhead twice, then in front twice. If you're jumping, I want you to stay on those toes. Keep the calves working. And if you're stepping it out, quick taps. Already halfway through this first set. Just getting our heart rate warmed up. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. 1 more set, same exercise. Starting in 7 seconds. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Overhead twice, then in front. Just 30 seconds of work. And then we're gonna come into our burpee sprawls after this. Just 10 more seconds. Keep it up. We got 5 seconds. 2, 1. We can rest. We are going to place our hands on the ground, getting ready to jump those feet back, lowering our chest to the floor. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump the feet back, lower that chest to the floor, press it up. Feet come out wide, hands up into that sprawl squat. Those eyes should be looking forward when you raise those hands up, and then eyes should be looking down once those hands are on the floor. Make sure you land with those feet flat. If you're landing on your toes, just jump the feet out a little bit wider. We have 1 second. Let's rest. Whew, grab that quick sip, and we are getting started with our second set of these same exercise in 5, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chest to the floor. Jump those feet out wide, hands up. If you need that wrist-friendly version, make that fist. And if you need that low-impact version, just step it back, lower it down, and then step it forward hands up. We have single digits. Skip squats coming up next. 2, 1. Let's stand it on up. Bring those feet hip width apart. We're coming down into that squat in 7 seconds. Whew. We have 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Skip it over. Bring it down. If you want to take out that skip completely, you will just step it to switch those feet and then step it out. That will be that low impact version. 15 seconds, halfway. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. 1 more set. 10 seconds. Bring it into position. We're coming down in 3, 2, 1. Squat it down. Skip it over. Once we finish this set, we're already halfway through the first round. 10 seconds, and then our half burpee to that spider crunch in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. We're gonna bring our hands down, jump the feet back, and then bring that right knee out to that right elbow. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands are down, jump it back, right knee, right elbow, jump it up. Don't forget that little hop, and then switch spider crunch legs. If you need that low impact, just step back, that half burpee, and then step it in, and then again, wrist friendly, make that fist. 3 seconds, 2, 1, we can rest. 1 more set. Starting in 7 seconds. Come into position, hands down, 3, 2, 1. Jump those feet back. We're halfway through this set. Keep it moving. Single digits, almost there. We have 3, 2, 1. We can rest. Bring it to the floor. We are sitting on our heels. Up, down to that sprinter jump. If your knees hurt, just do that reverse lunge. We have 3, 2, 1. Step that foot up, other knee up to waist level. Bring it back down, then switch legs. Again, if it hurts, just do that reverse lunge and then bring that same knee up to waist level. We have 10 seconds. With 3, 2, 1, we can rest. Whew. 10 seconds. Bring it back to the floor. Or get ready to step it back if you're doing low impact. We have 3, 2, 1. Step it up. Drive that knee. Make sure you plant that foot nice and flat and firm into the floor. Have that balance and then push through, powering all of it through your quads and your calves. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the edge of your workspace. We are going to inchworm it out and then drop it down onto our forearms. With 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands are down, walk it out. Once your shoulders are over your hands, onto your forearms, press it back up, walk the hands back to the feet, but do not stand up. We're gonna keep the shoulder working for the entire 30 seconds. Five more seconds. You got this. 2, 1. Let's rest. One more set. And then we get a nice 60-second break. Whew. Hands should be on the floor. We're going to walk it out. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Once the hands are under the shoulders, drop it down onto the forearms. Press it back up. Don't let the hips swing too much. Then walk it back. Hands should be staying on the ground the entire time. We only have 10 more seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Ooh, let's rest. 60 seconds. You guys earned that. Grab some water. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale it out through your mouth. We have 2 more rounds. Same 6 exercises. This second round, though, will only be 1 set, 45 seconds of work, and 22 seconds of rest. Whew. And we have 25 more seconds till we get started with our overhead jacks to those forward jacks. So go ahead, stand it on up. We still have 15 seconds. Take one last final deep breath in, and then exhale it out through your mouth. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice overhead, twice forward. Stay on those toes, or quick steps out, nice and quick. Only 1 set, keep it moving. We're already halfway. Just over 10 seconds. And then we have our burpee sprawls. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and we can rest. Whew. Go ahead, get ready. Hands are gonna come down. We're gonna bring our chest to the floor and then jump it up into that sprawl. Hands should be up, eyes looking forward. When the hands are down, eyes are looking down. We have 3, 2, 1. Jump those feet back, chest to the floor, power it up, and spread those legs out wide so that you can land with your feet flat. You guys are doing amazing. You just have 1 set. Keep the elbows by your side. Only 20 seconds to go. We are more than halfway there. Single digits. Keep it moving. With 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back up. Whew. Skip squats are coming up. Take a nice deep breath. We got 10 seconds. Go ahead, exhale it. Feet should be hip width. Squatting it down in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Skip it over. Low impact. You're just stepping to switch that leg. Make sure you come all the way down into that squat. If you feel like you're not getting deep enough, make sure your hand can touch the floor. That's how you'll know you're going deep enough in that squat. 15 seconds. Don't let those knees cave in. Push them out. Come on. 7 more seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1. We can rest. Whew. Shake out the legs. Grab a quick sip of water. And then we have our half burpee to that spider crunch. Whew. We're going to jump the feet back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, jump it back. Right knee, right elbow. Bring in that little hop. And then this time, switch legs. Again, if you need to, low impact, just step out that half burpee and then step in and just come up onto the toes rather than jumping in at the end. Only 15 seconds remaining. Three, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. Whew. We are going to bring it to the floor on our heels. Or if you need that low impact, stay standing and just step back, that reverse lunge. We have 3, 2, 1. Step it up. Drive that knee up. If you need to, you can stay standing, reverse lunge, and then drive. Just make sure you alternate legs. Come on, halfway. Just over 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Last exercise of the round. Inchworm to that moving plank where we drop it down onto our forearms. Remember, do not stand up. We are starting with our hands on the ground. In 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Hands under the shoulders. Drop it down. Press it up. Bring it in, but don't stand up. Just bring it back out. Make sure those hips don't swing too much as you go from your hands to your forearms and vice versa. Just over 10 seconds, and then we get our break. Only 4 more seconds. Rock it out. 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. We are going to take a nice long minute break before our third and final round. Really try to bring that heart rate down. We still have 40 seconds. Same 6 exercises. We are keeping with the 1 set, but this time, 60 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Whew. Go ahead, take that nice big inhale through the nose for me. And then go ahead, slowly exhale it out. We have 15 seconds. So come on, standing. If you've gone away, we are getting ready for overhead jacks to those forward ones. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overhead. This is it. 1 set each move, and then we are done. Stay on those toes. And again, if you're doing that low impact, quick steps, and I mean quick. Keep that heart rate up. Tap out the toes. It is 60 seconds, so make sure you pace yourself. You're halfway. through this final set of these jacks. I'm going to ask that the last 10 seconds, you just pick up the pace a little bit faster. I'll tell you when. In 3, 2, 1, just pick it up a little bit faster. Just that quick, even half a second. We only have 4 seconds. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Whew. Burpee sprawls. Hands are starting on the floor. We jump those feet back, chest to the floor, press it up, jump the feet out wide to land in that squat, lifting our hands and our gaze forward. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it back, chest to the floor, bring it out wide. Again, pace yourself, 60 seconds. If you need a little bit of a breather, just switch it to that low impact version and just step it back. Don't just stop moving. We have 30 seconds, halfway there. Just like before, I'm gonna ask that last 10 seconds, you try to pick the pace up, picking it up in 3, 2, 1. Try to make it a little faster. Get that extra rep in. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Got the tough one out of the way. Now, bring that heart rate back down. And then let's get ready for some skip squats. Whew. Whew. Okay, 10 seconds. We are hip width apart, squatting it down in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, skip it over. If you need that low impact or you just need a little bit of that breather, just step it over. Don't just stop moving. Keep pushing yourself. You can do it. And again, don't cheat yourself. Try and squat it down all the way. If you're not sure how far to go, use your hand. Once it taps, that's how you know. We are halfway there. Final time. We are doing this exercise. Come on. Same thing, last 10 seconds. We're speeding it up in 2, 1. Let's speed it up if you can. Just a little bit, doesn't have to be a lot. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome. We are halfway through this final round. Half burpee, spider crunch. Woo! Make sure, take that nice deep inhale. We have just over 10 seconds. Come into that high plank. Right knee comes out to that right elbow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump the feet back. Right knee out. Little hop at the end. Don't forget it. Same as before. If you need that little breather, just step it back. Don't quit moving. Unless you start to feel dizzy, then definitely stop moving. Whew. And grab some water. We have 30 seconds. Let's go. We have just over 20 seconds. You guys are powering through this. 5 seconds, we're gonna speed it up. 3, 2, 1. Speed it up if you can. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. And we are going to bring it to the floor, sitting on our hips. We got 20 seconds. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweaty. We have 10 seconds before we step it up. Drive that knee in. 3, 2, 1. Step it up. Drive that knee. Get the little hop in. If you need that low impact, just come into that reverse lunge. You don't have to bring your knees to the floor. Guys are looking good. We are halfway. We only have one more exercise after this. Keep going. You can do it. Over. We're speeding it up in 1. Let's speed it up if we can. Just a little bit faster. We have 3, 2, 1. Whew, we are resting. And we are going to bring it edge of our workspace. Inchworms. Whew. To that moving plank. Make sure you grab some water. 10 seconds. We are standing up. Our hands are starting on the floor. Walk out in 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Drop it down. Once the hands are under the shoulders, then press it up and back in. Do not stand up. We're gonna burn out our shoulders in this last and final minute. We're already halfway there. Keep it moving. Remember to keep those fingers spread apart, even a slight bend in them to grip the floor. We're gonna speed it up in 3, 2, 1. Pick up that pace one last time. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Whew, we are done. And we can rest. Whew. Grab some water and we will come into a nice little cool down. Whew. Once you are done, meet me in a child's pose position. Knees apart, feet together, sitting on our heels. Palms on the floor, arms extended, chin to chest. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, nice and slow in. Go ahead, exhale it out as we walk our hands over to the left. And then let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the right. Back center, keeping our forehead on the ground. We're going to swing our arms behind our back, interlock those fingers, and raise our hands up to stretch out our shoulders. Now you can either stay in this position, or if you want a little bit of that deeper stretch, you can lift your hips and roll onto your forehead, onto the top of your head. If this hurts your neck, just stay seated on your heels with your forehead on the floor. We're going to take one more nice deep breath here in, and then go ahead, exhale it back down onto your heels and lower the hands down. We're going to bring them back around into child's pose, and we are going to lift our heads, coming into quadruped position. Go ahead, step that right foot forward, keeping that left knee on the ground into this hip flexor. Just sink your hips. Make sure that right knee and right ankle are aligned. We're going to keep that left hand on the ground and bring that right hand up to the sky, twisting to the right, shoulders stacked on top of each other. Go ahead, bring that right hand down, and then let's push the hips back, extend that right leg, lift the toes up, and fold it forward into this hamstring stretch. You can keep your hands on the ground to help balance you. If you need to take some of that pressure off the back knee, just bend that right leg slightly, and then we will go ahead, push the hips back forward, step that right knee back, and step the left foot forward. Same flow, just switching sides. Leaning in, sinking those hips. Whew. And then let's go ahead, push the hips back, extend that left leg, lift the toes. Oh, I missed one. We will do that spinal twist right now. Let's push the hips back forward, keep that right hand on the ground and lift that left arm, twist into the left. And then we will go ahead, drop that left hand down, step the left foot back, come on up into that downward dog, upside down V, pedal out those heels, stretching out your calf. And then let's go ahead, walk the hands back to the feet. We're gonna take a nice big inhale up in 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up. We're gonna go ahead, bend that right arm back and take that left hand, pull on that right elbow into that tricep stretch. Take a nice big inhale, make that spine nice and tall. And then we're gonna exhale and lean it over to the left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale it back center. Raise the arms up. Bend that left arm now. Right hand, right elbow. Inhale up, nice and tall. And then let's exhale it, bend it to the right. 3, 2, 1. Back center. We're going to take one final inhale. Bring the arms down, sweep them up. Make yourself nice and tall. And then exhale those arms down. Whew, that is all I have for class today, you guys. Really make sure you